what time? That's what time to get.
Hey, he put up. He told me. Bishop said game started at 5:30. EJ, we gonna meet.
Greater Harvest?
Test one, two, three.
Yes, sir, man. Rob Parker and Chris Broussard ain't got nothing on us.
The Odd Couple.
We're back, y'all.
Oh, this is not the
I know we supposed to have some theme music this year.
But you know, we always kick off with the NBA. You know, we started
Tim
off.
Bowman in the house.
Phil, what's good?
Tim Bowman Jr. Uh-oh.
All right, we here, y'all. We live.
What up?
What
What's
up?
good?
What's happening?
good?
What up, world? What up? What up, everybody? We back. It's second take. We ain't first take. We second take.
Second take.
It's Pardon the Interruption, part 2.
Right.
Yes, sir. We back.
The take and the view.
We
all
back
at the same
again.
time.
Doing it again. Got the crew out again. Big Dog Freeway LLC. Look them up. Man, he doing bar mitzvahs,
Fox
parties.
Payton, you know what I'm saying? Zach Levine's #1 hater, you know.
Yeah,
Now,
here
see,
we go.
I
Yep, the #1 Chicago Bulls hater, Charlotte Hornets
That's not
supporter.
true.
Yes,
Let's
sir.
go, baby.
He in the
Bulls,
house.
baby. Let's go.
And sitting next to him is Big Dog, Chicago Bulls, Bears
All the
all
way.
day.
To the
All
T.
day.
Sean
All
Pritchett.
day. What's up, y'all? What's up? What's up? I'm representing tonight. The Chicago Bulls, the East Coast champions. That's right.
What?
East Coast.
That's right.
What?
He talking about the Windy City Bulls. They look good. That's what he's talking about, you know. We got D-Lo, D Supreme, D Natural. A whole
Yes,
lot
sir.
of D. Pause.
Hold the D.
Terrible.
Yes, sir. Look him up. Look him up. One of the biggest
No
trash
shades,
talkers
though.
in the world.
No shades. You don't have the shades tonight.
Yes,
Nah,
sir.
no shades today. No shades.
Yes, sir. Hey, we back. We just gonna talk a little bit before the game kick off. Hey, man, we gonna share some thoughts. Let's get it in. So my man Sean got on the Chicago Bulls hat.
Oh, yeah.
We gonna park there for a quick minute.
Let's go there. Let's go there.
Because we got
Bulls,
some
baby.
Bulls lovers and
That's
some
right.
Bulls haters in this place.
Absolutely.
You know,
Pastor
Zach
Razor being
Levine
number one.
Hate, we listen.
We don't have Bulls haters. We have realists.
I'ma just
we
kick
have
it off.
realists.
I'm
and we-
gonna just kick it off by saying this: the Bulls so far we've been good, right? We've overexceeded expectations. So don't make an argument about the Bulls and then use lower seeded teams who are not as good. Let's take for an example
not
the
the
Charlotte
argument.
Hornets. Don't tell me that the Bulls are fool's gold and then say, oh yeah, but the Charlotte Hornets got dogs. Like, where
P.J.
they at?
Washington.
Nope.
Where they at? You know what I'm saying? Don't tell me we need P.J.
Washington.
You know what I'm saying? Don't tell me that, you know, Rozier is better than anybody not named DeRozan on our team. Like don't tell me that. Where they at right now? If they dogs, where they at right now? You know what I'm saying? Like they ain't nowhere near the Bulls. They looking up. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna just kick it off with that because we got some Bulls haters in this place too, and it don't make no sense.
That's bad logic.
You know what
It's
I'm
a
saying?
lot of bad teams with
Well,
great
tell
players
us,
on them.
give us Freeway logic.
Break down your
Don't-
logic, man.
Don't take one team and make a logistical statement about it. That's false. It's a lot of bad teams with great players and dogs on them that the Bulls could use because the Bulls are missing some dogs. They, outside of two players, that whole team can be replaced. First of all, they have no presence on the inside. So I'm not a Bulls hater. I'm just a realist. I'm not gonna overexert myself and be happy about a team that I know struggles against teams like Orlando, Detroit, the lower half, like teams you should be blowing out, and you struggling because you don't have an inside presence. Yes, P.J. Washington could help that team because he's a dog on the inside. You don't have a dog. He's better.
dog.
He's better than anybody y'all got.
He's a Chihuahua.
He's better than anybody the Bulls have currently coming off the bench. Currently, that's not injured. He would be the best player coming off the bench. Your
He
Troy
sure didn't do a
Browns,
lot when they
your
played us.
McKinney's, your
He sure didn't do a lot when they played us last
Sure
night.
didn't.
Kobe
Let's
White
pull up-
killed
and
him,
then-
didn't he?
Let's pull up the stats.
and
since
this
we're
is the
talking
problem
about it.
with most Chicago fans. Y'all check stats and all that to see what y'all guys doing. This is why y'all fooled about Zach Levine. Y'all love fool's gold. A real superstar got here. You finally in a playoff run in a first place in the Eastern Conference. Now everybody wanna no, this is where we supposed to be all along. Nah, we got a real superstar over here who's showing you the difference between somebody that can fill up a stat sheet, LeBron James, and somebody that's a winner. Period.
You heard that, EJ? Talking about LeBron James. Definitely
Yeah.
not. He's not that dude.
I brought that up because they already posting that he got the most points in history between. Well, yeah, it's facts, but it's also fool's gold because when you played 4 more seasons than any other prominent player, when you played over 400 more games, you supposed to be leading in all the records. You're supposed to. Mike played 1,042 games. LeBron is currently at 1,350. You know what that tells me? He's played 4 more seasons. Nah, it ain't about starting early. It's fool's gold. What about them free throws he missed last night?
Okay, check it out. We don't have a whole segment
We
on
got
LeBron
audience
James.
members.
We,
Yeah, he's
we gonna
sitting
have a
there
whole
pulling up
segment on
stats.
LeBron
My
James.
question.
But let's
I'm not sold on
let's
it.
backtrack.
I'm just not
Let's backtrack.
sold
We-
on it.
Uh-oh, here we go.
We gonna get to LeBron.
Here go the
But let's
stats.
backtrack because I pulled up the last time the Bulls played the Hornets. And my man sitting here talking
But
about
I
P.J.
didn't-
Washington would be the best bench player on our team if he's to come aboard.
He would.
ain't even the best player on his own team.
He's not.
Last time P.J.
Oh,
Washington
I didn't say he
played
was
us,
the best player on this team.
He had 5
I
points.
I said we need a dog. He's a
5
dog.
points. 5 points ain't dog status.
is- okay.
Unless you're talking Chihuahua.
This is what. That's
What,
all
did
y'all.
he
look-
have 15 rebounds?
All
Or-
y'all-
No, he ain't had no
No,
15
like-
rebounds.
First of all,
bro.
Where's the dog in this
Man.
proven?
First of all, he comes off the bench. Number one, you're looking at one game. First of all,
Looking
he
at
comes
more than
off the
that.
bench. Wait a minute. He comes off the bench. Y'all looking at one game. Y'all saying things that
Okay,
I
let's
have
pull up
not
another
seen.
game. One game.
No,
Okay, I got
you don't.
you.
Is
You don't have to go game by game. What I'm
Is
telling
he
you
playing in the All-Star game this year?
what makes what
No, let's end that here, man. Is he playing in the
He
All-Star?
got a hotel room.
there's
you know
a
what I'm
difference
saying?
Oh,
between-
see, okay. We
There's
wasting
a
the comments.
difference.
We wasting
There's
time.
a difference between a superstar and
Phil,
a
we
dog.
wasting time, man.
There's a difference between a superstar and a dog. I said the Bulls need a dog. They have superstars. They don't have a dog. They don't have somebody that's going a PJ Tucker type player, a PJ Washington type of player.
Leave PJ Washington out. He ain't proved no
he-
dogness. He ain't no
Dude,
dog.
he's an
And there's-
inside presence.
No,
Listen to
he's
what
not.
I'm saying.
He's a 6'7", undersized power forward, which is why he's
Who would
sitting
be-
on the bench
who
in
would-
Charlotte.
who
He's
would-
not a dog. He's
who-
not a dog. If he were a
who would
dog, he
lock
would
up-
get more playing time.
Okay.
He's not a dog.
The point is, Vuvicic not gonna get the job done down there.
But PJ
He's gonna
Washington,
get rid
leave
of-
PJ.
He
if we
is
talking about
somebody
Vucevic,
that'll
I
be
agree.
formidable.
But if we talking about Vucevic, leave PJ Washington out of the discussion. is
No,
what I'm
I
saying.
won't,
Like,
because-
come with people who would be relevant to saying we need them to
Okay.
replace a Vucevic or somebody on our lineup. It ain't PJ
Well,
Washington.
you're not gonna
bro.
get Sabonis because y'all didn't want him. Remember?
Why
you're not
we ain't
gonna,
want him?
you're
Why you
not-
say that?
Y'all say y'all didn't want Sabonis.
Why not? Who said that? I know nobody hit it.
I
know.
brought up getting Sabonis 3 or 4 times. Y'all said I'd rather have Miles Turner.
That don't mean that we said we didn't want
What?
Sabonis.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? That
Y'all think
Put words in
you
mouth.
said you'd rather have Miles Turner than Sabonis. That's
don't mean that's not
a-
me saying that I don't want Sabonis.
that's
That's
a-
saying that my preference is Turner over Sabonis.
That's a whole
Absolutely.
indictment. That's a whole indictment on the NBA basketball knowledge of saying you
Coming
rather
from a
have
guy who promotes
Miles
PJ Washington.
Turner. You rather have Miles Turner than
Coming from a guy who promoted
Deontis
PJ
Sabonis.
Washington. Coming from a guy who you have more people say that they would have preferred Turner over Sabonis because of his toughness than more people saying that I validate PJ Washington being a dog.
No.
That goes without saying, bro.
No, PJ
Goes
is a
without
dog.
saying. Pritch,
because
what you
of
think?
his,
Is PJ Washington
his
a dog?
defensive? Y'all ain't
He's
let
not-
me explain.
he's
y'all,
not an all-star.
Y'all looked up a stat and said, "Oh, he got 5 points. He's not a dog." That's
Well,
not. That's
I-
not a. That I'm not. We don't need. I don't need him to score. The
Let me-
Bulls have enough scoring. They have 4 guys on their team that shoot 15 to 20 shots a game. I don't need another person to come here breaking up shots. That's not what I'm saying.
Right, we need a dog,
it's
not
his,
PJ
When it's his
Washington.
Whatever,
turn to
James.
shoot, he gonna knock down the shot.
We need a dog, not PJ
The
Washington. I
dog
agree with
is
that.
first of all. Let me give you the components of being a dog. It's a component of heart. It's a component of not letting nobody punk you on the court, not letting nobody just grab boards over you and get positioning, not making everything easy. The Bulls, it's easy to score on them. It's easy to offense. They can do whatever they want to do. They pick and roll the Bulls to death. It will not be easy if you had a dog that was there to put up some type of defense paralysis or some type of defense that would at least have a team change what they do. Teams never change what they do. They come right in and do exactly what they want to do
Well,
when it comes to that down low presence. We need a dog down there.
Right, not
that's
PJ
gonna-
Washington. We need a dog, though. I do
Well,
agree with that. Not
let me
PJ.
pause in the conversation.
Well,
I
the
know-
list
'cause
is scathed.
The time is going. I know we got football to
PJ
talk
was
about.
who was available
My question
for
is-
trade. That's why I mentioned PJ.
My question-
of course, if we could get a dominant power forward who get a
We don't wanna
double-double
see this.
every
Take
game,
the
we would
best
get
of
him.
LeBron James off here. We don't want to see that crap. No, man.
So my question is,
it's the wrong side of town. I'm sorry, go
Milwaukee,
ahead.
Milwaukee won it last year.
Okay.
And I raised this question before. Do you think Milwaukee will win it again this year?
Dio, what you think? Talk to me.
I think it's possible. I don't think it's going to happen, but at the same time, I think that they're definitely coming out of the Eastern Conference. Like,
Yeah.
unless who y'all got? I don't know. I want to believe in the Bulls, but like Lennar said, we've already overachieved. Honestly,
Okay.
like at this point of this season and this how things have been going,
We overachieved.
we're overachieving. We ahead
Come
of
on,
schedule,
man.
bro.
See, hey, man, we didn't have.
Absolutely. Definitely.
Hey, Fox, come on,
Absolutely.
man.
Bulls
Yeah.
got 3 All-Stars, potentially 3 All-Stars, and alone to go with.
That means nothing though, bro. That means
That's the
nothing.
GOAT.
That means nothing.
Okay.
3
A
All-Stars
team with
don't
3
mean nothing.
potential All-Stars.
No one had the Bulls-
overachieving
no-
at mid-season.
No
That's
one
a
had the
stretch.
Bulls being this good last year. No
Yeah.
one had them being good this
Oh,
year.
that's because Zach LaVine was the leader. That's why.
I mean, yeah. So with our additions, you absolutely right. Adding
You're
DeRozan,
right about that. Nobody had them doing anything with Zach LaVine being the man.
No one's disagreeing with that. It takes more because it takes more than one person to make
Yeah.
a great team. So when we added
needed-
DeRozan,
yeah.
when we added some of these other pieces,
Caruso and
Lonzo Ball,
Green-
and
even
put together
Green.
that bench, Green,
Jones,
Lonzo
Pat
ain't
Williams,
played- Lonzo ain't
you know what I'm saying,
played enough
Caruso,
for me
like
to
we
give
put,
him credit.
We put together a championship
Yeah.
caliber team.
Lonzo
so yeah,
has
absolutely.
not played enough to get any
Absolutely.
credit for what this team has done. Now, if you want to say Ayo has been he didn't surprise me because I told people on draft day, if y'all go back and listen to what we talk about,
Yeah, you had it. You was out on AO.
I
ahead
told
of
But you know
time.
what?
You did say that.
I know I get slammed right here, but Ayo, I believe we
Ayo.
went- Ayo. I really believe
I call him Ayo because we Ayo.
you call
Yeah.
Kobe Cody. He called
I
him
call
Cody.
Kobe.
Because he don't want to call him Kobe.
He only call him Kobe.
Ladies and gentlemen, Cody White, Cody, should be what I will never call a basketball player Kobe who has the skills of a Cody. And that's why
That's horrible,
he's
man.
going to get the name that he gets, Cody. Stop going 3 for 25 and want to be Kobe.
Somebody
No,
call Kobe White mom and apologize. To
y'all-
name your son Kobe.
rename him.
Do y'all think that Ayo we'll be seeing this much greatness from him if the starters were healthy?
Huh?
Will we be seeing this type of Ayo in the
Tell
game?
you something, man. Ayo is a dog. That's
No,
what I'm talking
not
about.
taking away from his being a dog in college. Will we be seeing him much of as a dog in the professional league if the pros were healthier? Like
He's
if
a
the
dog.
All-Stars were healthier, will we be seeing this much of him?
So
like
let me-
like even with Kobe White was hurt. So will we really been seeing Ayo if Kobe White was healthy?
See, I don't
when
think
the season
Ayo
started.
is benefiting
that's
from
a good
people
question.
being. He not benefiting statistically. He's a dog on the court because of so many different things he can do. Some people benefit from others not being there and look better statistically because they can take more shots. They got more opportunity for rebound. They got more opportunity. He's a dog simply because he changes the game in every aspect. He doesn't have to try to shoot every shot, score every basket. He can get 10 assists if he wants. I'm talking about he can get 10 assists in the first half, which we've seen him do. He can dunk over people, power forwards, centers. He can dunk over big guys. He's gonna go to the lane. He's gonna create. He's gonna get fouled. He's gonna do the dirty work. He's gonna get steals. He's gonna defend. He's a dog. He's
whether or
not
not
backing
you'll see
down
it-
from anybody.
Whether or not you're saying that even if he just started playing now, we would have seen all this.
Eventually, I'm telling you, he would have overtook Cody White's
I called him Cody.
6-man rotation. No, I'm serious.
Well, let's keep it real, bro. He's a rookie.
I'm serious.
So most rookies don't get a lot of time right off the bat. Had we not seen injuries to Lonzo,
Justin
Kobe White, a
Fields.
couple other people, we would not have seen the greatness that Ayo can potentially
That's
be.
what I was talking
like what
about.
we've
We don't
seen
need
now.
Lonzo.
You know what I'm saying? We would, but it's good. It's kind of good that it
That's
happened
what I'm
because
saying.
now we realize, and to be
Yeah.
honest with you, now all of a sudden you're hearing speculations about, well, is Lonzo now tradable again in the offseason because Ayo looks like with some
took such a
time of
jump.
development and being so young, like he looks like he can grow into being, especially at his size, a good point guard. I mean, we don't know what the Bulls are gonna do, but to answer your question, I mean, it took the injuries for him to get the opportunity to show what he can do. But that's how people get in the door, right? I mean,
Yeah.
The Bulls
Brady got in the
eventually-
door when Bledsoe was hurt.
Right,
If
right.
Bledsoe never
Well,
gets hurt, who knows?
the long-
You know?
the-
Speaking of quarterbacks,
The long-term plan.
well, Justin Fields, when
no, I don't want to talk
no,
about
because
wanna
Razor
talk
just brought
about
up a
the
good
Bears.
point. He said Brady and Bledsoe, so Dalton went down. Fields. What did Fields do?
We don't
to
do-
show that he is that man
That's
like
a whole
Ayo.
nother segment.
It's not.
The Bears don't get a
Pritch.
segment, bro.
It's not.
They didn't
Okay,
have-
all right. Let's do a quick shift. To answer your question, what did he do this year? Absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing this year. I think with Fields,
Is he that good though?
we don't. Honestly, we don't know. I feel
Right.
like Fields, and this is my opinion. Y'all can chime in. I feel like Fields was dealt the worst hand in the world.
Yeah.
He had one of the worst offensive lines in the world. One of the worst coaches in the game presently. Allen Robinson, who was supposed to be your number one wide receiver, was next to nothing this
Yep.
year.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So Fields was dealt a bad hand. Now, with that being said, if you look at his college season, I mean, there was enough there for us to say that we feel like this kid got the goods, got the potential. I don't feel like he really showed us nothing. I think it was all hype, honestly. He didn't really do anything during his first year. Let's keep it real. The games that Foles and Dalton played, the Bears was slightly better. You know, they better pocket passers. They just got more experience. It ain't got nothing to do with who's better overall. Fields, we think gonna be way better than them overall. But like, to answer your question, I don't think Fields showed us nothing. You know what I'm saying? But it's not his fault. To me, that year was a wash. It's not even like Trubisky's first year.
gonna
That year
see.
was a wash. Let's new coach, hopefully better offensive line. Let's see what he got. Get some receivers around, all that type of stuff. I'm not gonna praise Fields
Don't
right
you
now. Although
ever
I'm still
can't
excited though.
compare Bulls organization to the Bears. They're going two totally different directions.
Hey
first
man,
of all.
the Bulls just got hot though.
Yeah, let's not act like
let's
they've
not
been
act like
it.
since Jordan been gone that the Bulls just been on top,
but
bro.
they're
Like,
still
come
in two
on.
different total directions. Like
I'm not even talking about organization though. I'm talking about player,
you
individual
can,
skill
I don't.
level.
Why are you even bringing up Justin Fields? He didn't even have a real. He didn't. This was not a real season. If you
Can't say
even,
that.
If, I said it.
Anytime
This
you're on the field, it's a
season for
real
the Chicago
season.
Bears
Whether-
was
hey,
a fictitious
Hey,
fantasy.
you're on the field. You're a professional. It ain't no excuses, man.
Sean, anytime your coach,
If you put a-
anytime your coach hasn't spoken
Nope.
to players on the team that you have to throw to
Nah.
the entire season, there is a total disconnect. The team was disconnected. There was no. How are you in meetings and coaches meetings?
didn't
and
lose
how are
every
you-
game, though.
I'm saying you're not going to lose every game in the National Football League. Let me tell you something. Ain't no way you don't talk to your number one wide receiver the entire year, and you made it through the whole year as a coach. Only in Chicago would that happen. This man should have been fired week 3, week 4. He should have been fired before they even drafted Justin Fields. So I don't want to hear no Fields talk. Matt Nagy intentionally sabotaged Justin Fields because he wanted Andy Dalton to be the quarterback. If you can see, he drew up the same plays for Andy Dalton to Justin Fields. One of them got legs. One of them run a 4.2. One of them actually can roll outside of the pocket and make plays. Y'all seen Andy Dalton down the stretch, 3 picks, 4
I'm
picks.
just saying, when Dalton came back into the game,
He didn't have
he
a real
still
chance.
looked better than Fields.
with the whack offensive line.
With the whack offensive line,
coaching.
the same problems.
I'm not going to.
Fields had enough time to know
That's not
that
true.
this okay.
Because
yeah, you just can't give him like
That-
this
that's
is
not
rookie
true.
year. Like, I understand why you feel that way, Pritch, but this is rookie season, bro. Like, I feel like Dalton had more experience and understanding and knowledge of how to deal with that better than Justin. It was his first NFL season coming out of college and stuff. Like, we just need to give him time. Like,
how about Dalton had a real opportunity because he had the playbook, the whole off season, the whole training
True.
camp,
More familiar.
How about he had this same playing book?
Hey,
How about when Dalton got hurt? How about during training camp when you're supposed to train up your rookie quarterback that he was not taking at least even half the snaps. He wasn't taking. They weren't giving Justin Fields no snaps until Dalton got hurt.
I just
when
really think-
and even when he got hurt, he was still questionable, and they were still giving him 50% of snaps. So it's like you never wanted him to play. You never geared him up to play. You never got him ready to play.
I just think
that
Fields
comes from
really expected his team to look like Ohio State.
No, he didn't.
He even said that
he did
in this
say-
interview, I'm not used to getting hit like this. I'm
He
not used to
he basically
losing.
said it was all a lot for him. I mean, he a rookie though. That's my thing.
I get that.
He's a rookie, man. Most rookie quarterbacks gonna struggle their first year. They gonna take their lumps. My only thing is we saw some of the other rookie quarterbacks in the league show flashes. I mean,
Yeah.
they were bad for the most part. Trevor Lawrence was bad. You know, Trey Lance was overall bad. But at some points in the season, they had a couple games. We was like, yo, Trevor Lawrence just threw for like 400 some yards. Trey Lance, you know what I'm saying, did this. I just feel like we didn't even see those specs from Justin Fields.
You're not
You
going
know
to
what
ever
I'm
see a
saying?
team where Matt Nagy is
So we give him
coach.
another year. Let's give him another year.
Well,
That's
to me, honestly,
another
for me,
year.
it's like
He ain't had a first
now his
year.
career's getting ready to start. I feel like that was.
He didn't have a first
he
year.
did have a first year.
I mean, he had a first
Yes,
year,
he
but
did.
I'm just saying, like,
Come on,
we
man.
done rebooted the organization now.
Yeah.
Let's
give him.
Let's start developing him for
Yeah.
real. Put him in a real offense. Get some real talent around him.
Yep.
Let's see what he can do. You know what I'm saying?
So
I think Trey Lance in San Francisco next year with that defense, with the talent he got around him, the solid coaching. Like I think Trey Lance in his second year, even though he didn't play much first year, I think Trey Lance is going to be pretty decent this upcoming
Trey
season.
Lance won't be quarterback.
Look at the
So-
organization.
so watch
in,
this.
They'll have Aaron Rodgers
So-
real soon.
As,
Don't worry.
as we
Green
prepare.
Bay just said that they planning to bring him back, man. Sign him to an extension. Another
As we
4-5
That's
years.
their plan, not his. He don't want to
we'll
be in
see.
Green Bay.
So as we
gonna stay.
prepare for the Super Bowl, this is the first time in a long time there's
Man.
not an elite quarterback
Man.
playing in the
Joe
game.
Burrow is an
wouldn't-
elite
okay,
quarterback.
Does this feel like a real Super Bowl that we're watching
What?
today?
Yes, it does.
First
Okay,
of all,
absolutely.
you got two elite quarterbacks. Matthew Stafford is an elite quarterback, and
Okay.
so is Joe Burrow.
Okay. Go ahead.
I'm giving Matthew
ahead.
Stafford a
Go
pass
ahead.
because he was on the Lions, first of all. Just like I just gave Justin Fields a pass. I'm not gonna be biased. The Lions ain't never. Come on, dude. First of all, Calvin Johnson.
I got something to say about that.
Calvin,
I'm sorry. I need
Calvin Johnson.
I need
No,
to
we're not
interject
gonna
this.
we're not
Hold
gonna
on.
disrespect Matthew Stafford because
Hold on,
let me
Fox.
tell you something.
Prophetic
You say-
interjection.
you
Hold on.
said-
Y'all love looking at stats. Go pull up Matthew Stafford's stats.
No, hold on.
Go ahead, go ahead.
Let me interject.
When I say elite, I mean this season.
So
this season only.
So was when he coming into that game against Tampa Bay where you said, I don't trust Matt Stafford.
I don't trust
he gonna
him.
give
That don't
up
mean
the
he's not
game.
elite. I don't trust Aaron
Like,
Rodgers. You
the,
saw
the
what happened.
Buccaneers are going
I
to
don't
win.
trust Dak Prescott.
He was elite to you then? Because you didn't say he was elite at that time.
I
though.
think that Matthew Stafford is one of the best
you hear him
quarterbacks
say
in the
that?
National Football League.
Did you hear him say that?
True
Is it
quarterback.
just me?
You've never said
You've never
that.
said
He's
that.
a true
Before
quarterback.
Not
today.
to us. Maybe he said to somebody
He's
out there
a
on
true
Facebook.
quarterback.
We clearly missed it.
He just makes mistakes. He's a true quarterback. He's not going to be mistake. It's only a few quarterbacks that's not going to make mistakes to kill a team. Tom Brady not going to do it. You know, I don't know why we didn't start this segment with a real player like Tom Brady. We talking about Justin Fields for what?
Because it's,
Oh, bro.
oh, man.
I
Throwing
mean,
that
just-
shade at Chicago.
that-
Somebody come get this dude,
This,
man.
this Chicago mentality
Isn't he the
has
one
to
that
stop.
just got you covering for Justin Fields?
We don't have to
Right.
talk
We're
about
talking
our.
him.
We don't have to talk about our players because we live in Chicago. And we shouldn't be mentioning Justin Fields on Super Bowl Sunday. It's no mention. You want to mention something about Super Bowl Sunday? Mention Tom Brady. He's been to how many of them? He's got how many?
Past
12?
Thank God.
Oh,
Past
slow
tense.
down now.
Past tense.
And they should rename the Super Bowl the Brady Bowl.
That's a
the,
real
the
GOAT right
I
there.
would listen. I can see
But-
the GOAT. It should be the Brady Bowl.
But even Aaron Rodgers, I tell people all the time, I've told them for years, I don't trust Aaron Rodgers. That does not mean he's not an elite quarterback. I just know Aaron Rodgers. His attitude affects him. He's not going to lose the game for you, but he's not going to win it either. He's one of them. Dak Prescott, I don't trust at all. He's
Yeah,
not
I don't
elite.
trust Dak
I don't
either, but
consider
we know,
Dak
He's not elite.
we know one of our friends here, he did trust him
But
a lot.
Stafford is elite. He's elite. Any quarterback that
Cowboys
can throw
going to the NFC Championship
3,500,
game.
4,000 yards consistently a season. And look at those players they had in Detroit. When Calvin Johnson left, he was still doing it. Calvin Johnson hold the record before Cooper Kupp just broke it this year.
Right.
Matthew Stafford go look at all them people who got those
No,
records.
we agree. I
Matthew
agree. So-
Stafford got the record for Calvin Johnson and Cooper Kupp.
I feel
Who was
like-
their quarterback? You
I feel
gotta
like this.
say he elite.
For me
he
and my
ain't Trubisky.
For me and my consideration, before I call you an elite quarterback, because you're right, the talent is there, the stats are there. I just say I still like to see a quarterback get a hardware, get a ring before they truly answer that.
And see,
elite
that's
status.
hard.
It don't mean that he
it's
don't
much
have
harder
elite
in,
talent.
It's much harder in football.
It is.
because
It is. I mean,
they say a Super Bowl is harder than winning any
I agree.
championship.
And that's what.
So for Brady to have 7,
So for our last year's conversation, before Sean got mad at me at the end or whatever, the reason why I was making that
I didn't get
post
mad
for
at you,
Brady
brother. I love
over
you.
Mike is because football is a harder sport to win. I'm
It
sorry,
is.
like
It's very
and
hard.
you can argue back and forth that Tom Brady only played one side of the ball, offense, not defense, which is I get it. But man, football is a contact sport, bro.
And
We
it's not
seeing all
as
this stuff,
predictable.
CTE
Wait,
and all these concussions. Listen,
not
I
man,
done changed my mind
Mike,
because y'all got me looking at the Williams sisters now. So it's, that's overall to me. Like, that represent
I can't
Where's
wait-
Tasha?
I
He's
can't
looking
wait
at the
to see-
Williams sisters.
I can't wait to
that's the GOAT because of
He
fact.
meant the Williams
they-
brothers.
No, I ain't talking. No, definitely.
Cooling
Lee
water.
Williams. He
No,
meant Lee
no.
Williams and the spiritual QC.
He
That's
meant
No.
the Williams brothers.
Baby, you know what I'm talking about.
No.
They have accomplished so many titles as sisters individually. So I think they should be labeled as, the GOAT. They should be going on that Mount Rushmore. Of
Who is
GOATs.
that?
Serena.
Not both of them. Don't
Serena.
say sister.
Serena.
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 Oh yeah, we can't. We
Williams.
can't throw
She's
Venus in
definitely
there.
a
So,
I'm
sorry,
sorry,
so,
but-
so I know we didn't. So real quick, Mount Rushmore. Give me your Mount Rushmore quarterbacks, because y'all say elite quarterback.
I was about to ask y'all.
Because he said his have to win hardware.
My question is this
Yeah.
too. Like y'all saying elite quarterback, are you saying like you said, you got Mount Rushmore, then you got your elite, and you got who you feel are the top 5 quarterbacks in the NFL right now. So when y'all say elite quarterback, like is that different from saying who your top 5 are right now? Like
Well,
is that
so
different?
when I say
So
when
Mount
we say elite
Rushmore is
quarterbacks,
ever.
I'm thinking right now quarterbacks
Yeah.
who playing.
So
You know what I'm saying?
you want to do a current Mount Rushmore?
We can do
current?
both. Let's do Mount Rushmore, then let's do current. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I mean, we're going to include Brady for current too, because I mean
'Cause
he
he
just
just played.
retired.
Yeah, he was just
so we
playing.
saw him play the shit. So for me personally, like if I had to label my top 5 quarterbacks right now, I would put Brady at the top just out of respect. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
That's all, just out of respect.
Because he's great.
That's all you can put him at the top for out of
Yeah,
respect.
I mean, out of respect.
How are you at the top out of respect?
Like, I wouldn't put nobody else. He might not have had the most yards this year. He might not have had the least interceptions, but he's got the body of work, and he still was right there this year with all the rest
Out
of
of
them. So,
respect.
yeah. Come
How
on,
about
man.
out of the body of
Man,
work?
give
he's
me a
done?
break,
No,
man.
I'm not gonna give you a
dude
break.
is
Feel free
40,
to call
whatever,
in.
man.
All
His
our
number
viewers
one
and watchers,
quarterback is out of respect.
The number is
not
over
out of body
screen.
of work.
Feel free to call in so
Listen,
you can join
here we
in
go.
on my live.
Brady, Mahomes, Rodgers, and
Oh, this is today's.
and today, just for
Okay, I
right.
get
Brady,
you.
Mahomes, Rodgers. If we doing top 5, I got to put Burrow there now.
Yeah,
I'm a believer.
right now he's
I'm a
in the-
believer. Burrow, and then if I had to go, okay, a quarterback who don't have a ring, but I really feel like got it. He didn't make it this time. Justin Herbert. That's me.
yeah, I was about to
You know what
ask
I'm
about
saying?
him.
That's me.
That's cool. I
feel
can see
like
that
he got
too.
it.
It's Black History Month, and he didn't name one black quarterback. I just want to
Mahomes.
point that out. Oh,
Come on, bro.
like I said, he didn't name one black quarterback. You had it right.
Listen, man, let's keep it real. How many black quarterbacks you gonna draft for fantasy? Well, you know, fantasy is different. Jalen Hurts will be a top.
I'm about to
3
say
fantasy
he
quarterback.
throw a lot of shade at Lamar Jackson too. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Talk about his Black
Nah, I
History
don't-
money.
I
Ain't no
don't
black
throw
QB in
shade.
your top 5.
We just
Lamar
got some.
Jackson just ain't in my top. What's y'all? I mean, what's y'all?
He's
top
not in my
5?
top 5. To be honest, I believe that if he would have been playing this year, I feel like Deshaun Watson would have been probably top 5. Like he got the talent. He was top 5, or arguably
For
his
me,
second
he is.
year. For me, he was there. I mean, I guess it depends on your ass, but I think as far as top 5, I think I probably agree with what Lenard said. My 5th, I wasn't sure if I wanted to go between Herbert and somebody else, but like right now, Burrow is definitely in my top 5, and then you kind of almost got to consider Matt Stafford since he got his team to the Super Bowl. You know,
Can't argue that.
Kind of almost, it's like being all NBA first team and winning the MVP, almost like the same thing.
What
Like,
about
gotta
you know who I did forget about that I was thinking of too is my man in Buffalo, Josh Allen.
I like him too. That's why that's another.
I'm ready to talk.
Go ahead, Sean.
What,
What's
are
your
you
top
leaving?
five?
Out of respect, let me just ask.
Go ahead,
Are
go
you
ahead,
starting
go
with Justin Fields out of respect? sound like you're in love with Andy Dalton. He trying to hate on Justin Fields.
No,
I'm not gonna
no,
let you
I'm
do
not
this
hating on
Black
Justin.
History Month.
You
There's
got
no-
Dalton, you got
He threw shade at
Foles,
Justin Fields.
You got
No. I never threw shade at Justin Fields. I was comparing Fields and Ayo.
You
as
said
far
he
as
didn't
their
do
rookie.
nothing.
I didn't say he didn't do anything.
How about
man.
his team? The whole team didn't. The organization didn't do nothing.
Here's my
Team
top
on the
list.
field.
My top list is Josh Allen,
Nice.
Tom Brady,
Nice.
Mahomes, Burrow, and Lamar Jackson.
I could respect that.
I can respect that.
Lamar
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I could respect that.
Absolutely. Okay. All right. What you got, Fox?
Man, of course Tom Brady is one. Josh Allen, hands down, two. And I shouldn't be doing this in any particular order, but I am. I'm gonna shock y'all. So Tom Brady, Josh Allen, Joe Burrow would be 3 for me.
Okay.
Oh my God, there's a quarterback, and I can't. Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers is definitely.
Yeah, he's top 5.
Aaron is elite. He's definitely 4. I'm thinking about who's in our division.
Skip
yeah,
that dude.
that's Aaron.
Who's an odd division?
who was beating us all
Kirk
these
Cousins,
games?
you know?
Aaron Rodgers.
Nope.
My fifth
Jared Goff.
quarterback is
Jimmy
definitely no. My man from the San Diego Chargers,
Herbert.
Justin Herbert.
L.A.
To me,
Chargers. You know.
I'm not going to put Pat Mahomes in my top 5 over Justin Herbert, over any of those quarterbacks I named, because if Herbert had Kels, Hill, and all those weapons,
He would have won the Super Bowl too.
listen, you didn't have to question who would be in the Super Bowl.
Don't say it
I
like
said what I
that.
said.
But it's
Patrick
not like-
Mahomes has
He had
lost.
Keenan Allen.
Patrick Mahomes
Mike
did not look like an
Williams,
elite quarterback
Eckler.
this year. I'm sorry. He looked like he benefited from who was on the field. When it was time for him to put up or shut up, he shut up. He lost that game for the Chiefs. There's one person you can blame for the Chiefs not being in the Super Bowl is Patrick Mahomes. I can't put him in my top 5 this year. I can't do it.
I hear you, Fox.
rough.
He still got to the
Sorry.
AFC Championship game, man.
Yep.
You can't.
Great.
I understand.
He got there,
man.
or
He'd have been a 3
Was
straight.
he
AFC
been in
Was he
championship
a-
straight,
games.
bro? Like,
come on, man.
I'm going to tell you,
You
this.
can't
You
play-
can't overlook that.
I'm not
bro.
disrespecting him. He's
Can't
got an
overlook
elite team around him.
Okay,
So I'm
okay.
telling you, if you put any of those top 5 quarterbacks I named on the Chiefs, they all would be in the Super Bowl. He's not, because he lost the game. So I can't put him there.
Ain't no guarantee all of them will win the game.
I
know
guarantee
what
you,
I'm saying?
all 5 of those quarterbacks I named will win
I
it.
wouldn't
Tom
guarantee
Brady,
it.
Joe
You
Burrow,
just never
who's
know
there
in
now.
football. You just never
Justin
know in football.
Herbert, Aaron Rodgers. Are you serious?
I think Brady would.
Josh Allen.
able to get
Maybe
They'd
Brady.
all-
I mean, Brady. See,
Brady
my
would.
thing is,
They'd all
we
be.
can all say Brady because we've seen him
Right, we've
do
seen
it
him
time
do it
and
in a
time
different
again.
system. Yeah.
Until we see them other quarterbacks do it over and over again.
Well, we
I
know
won't- I won't
Josh
say
Allen
that.
lost because they need the
You can make
overtime
a case,
rules is
but we
trash.
still got to see him do it. So we just ain't seen him do it yet.
So he
Give
didn't.
me-
So my point is, Josh Allen didn't lose,
He didn't
the,
lose the
game
game.
not to be here.
He just-
Patrick Mahomes did. You know,
But as of right now, Josh Allen still hasn't done what Pat Mahomes has done. So I mean, I get it. This year, maybe you say Pat Mahomes was down more than usual, but you
Yeah.
know that.
By the-
I mean, I look at a
by the way,
quarterback, the
gentlemen,
body of work, what he does,
just a
and,
sidebar.
and who he's throwing to.
They
Because
said Mary did a good job with Lift Every Voice and Sing tonight.
We missed it.
Yeah.
thanks for the Black National Anthem.
Yep, they did.
Yeah,
the
we
Black
gon'
National.
'cause-
So let me
'cause
let
we
me
gon'
bring it down a little bit. So with all the controversy, speaking of the Black National Anthem, and speaking of, you know, they're giving us that, allowing us to have that moment. Brian Flores, an African American ex-coach,
Okay.
NFL ex-coach, goes out for an opportunity. Find out through shadiness he didn't get that position for the New York Giants head coach. What do you guys got to say about that? Lovie Smith got a head coaching job though for Houston Texans.
But that's a garbage job to
Okay.
me. Like, I'm gonna be honest. I feel like black coaches and just period, like we just get the short end of the stick, especially in the NFL. You know, like when I saw Lovely was getting hired in Houston, I'm like, why y'all fire one black coach just to hire another black coach that's going to coach a garbage team that's set up to fail, where Deshaun Watson is not going to be quarterback, and everybody knows Watson is the Texans' best player. And then, you know, they lost Hopkins. Hopkins got into it with the organization. It was a split up with that too. So seeing that they lost so much of their best talent on the Texans, to me, it's not like it's actually, you know, a great job hire. It's a terrible job hire, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
I think that it's an apples orange type situation, like the Giants, for sure. They definitely. That's not a good organization to me either, like the Texans or whatever. I mean, I granted, you know, he probably wanted the job. He got fired from the Dolphins, which I feel like he shouldn't have got fired from the Dolphins. He did a great job. Like, what, didn't they finish the season like undefeated or something like that? Yeah. So to start off 0-7, whatever it was, 0-9, and then like win the next 8 or 7 straight, they said that's never been done in NFL history before. Mm-hmm. So to me, I just think that Texans situation really is terrible. And yeah, I'm just not in agreement with, you know, how the NFL is with black, you know, coaches all together, to be honest with you.
You got a take on this?
You know what, man? Let's listen. Especially when we talking about Lovie Smith. Like, I love Lovie. I was glad Lovie got his time in here. But Lovie could be like that token dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, got him a job just so we can say, oh yeah, see, we got one of them in there. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, we saving faith now. We got Lovie Smith a job, and Lovie Smith just, yes sir, master. You know what I'm saying? What you want me to do now? You want me to, you know, lose 11 games so y'all can fire me in 2 or 3 years and say that the black guy didn't do the job or whatever? Right. You know, I hate to say it, but that's Lovie Smith to me.
So
you
they
know
using him as the
absolutely.
Okay.
The ultimate
puppet.
The ultimate puppet. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Let's keep it real. The ultimate puppet.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, listen, Brian Flores, I'm kind of like, with all this mayhem he's stirring up, like, get it in, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like it's something that the NFL been trying to blanket for the longest. Something that we've all known has been going on.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And probably all major sports. You know what I'm saying? The one thing I can say about the NBA, when the Donald Sterling stuff got out or whatever, and the players finally said, listen, we're going to stand up for ourselves, start getting more control. You know what I'm saying? I feel like the NFL, like, we already saw what they did to Colin Kaepernick, right? They pretty much took Colin Kaepernick and felt like they made an example of him. They blackballed him. You know what I'm saying? He never played another game as talented as he was, whatever. So in a way, they kind of said, like, look, y'all can speak up, y'all can revolt all y'all want to, but we still own this or whatever. So Brian Flores got an opportunity to get in here, raise some hell, and open some more eyes, and let's see what we can do. Like, I'm all for it, man. You know what I'm saying?
Before you talk, I want you to answer this with your statement.
Yeah.
Should he take a coaching job if they offer him one?
Who?
Brian Flores.
No, because then that kind of go against what he just started.
They're not gonna do that. They're not, number one, they're not gonna offer him anything. This was the sacrifice of him understanding that he'd probably never be a head coach again, but it's okay. Because if I'm not mistaken, I don't think you can work for the company you're suing. I think that'll be called unethical, but okay. So the guy that signed your checks, you're suing. Okay, cool. But anyway, like Dio said, like Razor said, Lovie Smith is, I call him Lovie House Negro Smith. Come on now. And Lovie should have known better when you have Tony Dungy coming out and other black coaches in the same week. He should have known what this was. It's a sham. It's a sham. A shame and a sham. And for you to just set yourself up, like, it's like Lovie, it's like he almost welcomes failure. Like, he just, I don't know. What do you want to thrive off failure? You're going into a no-win situation. And don't look now, but when the Texans win 2 games, like,
he gonna be fired next.
You're gonna be on the short list.
Absolutely.
My whole thing is when you have proven coaches like a Brian Flores who's beaten who y'all would call the go-to coaches, Bill Belichick.
Yep.
I think he's beat him 4 times. I thought it was just 2. It was 2 this year. He's beat him 4. Really? No wonder Bill had his number on speed dial. He like, I gotta pick his brain.
Look at Halle Berry.
So he
Matter-
had.
My bad. Not to interrupt you, Fox. Just this one statistic. I think Brian Flores is the only coach that has a record over 500 against Belichick.
He has a
crazy.
winning record
only former
against
Belichick
the
coach.
GOAT of coaches.
That is really something.
When he got the Miami Dolphins, they were terrible. You have a owner telling him to tank to get Tua. He doesn't like Tua, don't want Tua. He's a man. He's saying he has integrity, so he won't lose games on purpose. Then what NFL team can win 9 games straight and they fired a coach?
That
You
makes no
win 9. It was the longest winning streak in the National Football League. So the NFL got a lot of questions to answer. They have obvious data. I mean, the data supports him. The statistics support him. You know, all that stuff. He has what we call obvious support. Facts that can't be disputed. When you look at the percentage of coaches over the last decade, 2 decades, 3 decades that have been fired, that have not even been hired. You can't fire coaches that ain't never been hired. So we don't have to look at the firing of black coaches being wrong. We can just start with the hiring, because of course the percentage is going to be less because you're not hiring enough. And then on top of that, this is the part that really is just ridiculous. Anytime an NFL coach from another team that's currently coaching knows the stake of what another team is doing before anybody else, that means it's obvious collusion, which Colin Kaepernick was presenting in his case, all the owners. No, we don't collude. We don't talk like that. We don't tell players. We don't tell them who we're gonna get or our next moves. You know, we have coffee and that's it. This is an obvious indictment. This is an indictment on what Colin Kaepernick was presenting. Yes, these owners collude. Yes, they talk. Yes, they have group chats. Yes, they tell each other what to do. Yes, they tell them, I don't think you should get him. So it's obvious that all of them had an agreement to say, no, we're not going to get Colin Kaepernick. All of them were in agreement. We're not. Even though Brian Flores is a better candidate than all these guys, we'll go get somebody else. Before they hire Lovie Smith, guess who they were going to hire? Josh McNown, who's coaching high school football, who never coached a game in his life. You talking about one of the first black coaches to ever even reach the Super Bowl, who happened to be in the Super Bowl with another black coach at the same time. So the story is a little overshadowed because he was the first black coach to actually lose the Super Bowl. So you go hire him to try to save face because they said Josh McCown was getting ready to take the job. He was getting ready to take the job before this lawsuit came out.
Sam.
So, yeah, the NFL, anytime leading up to the Super Bowl, the lead story is NFL being sued. Super Bowl week is bigger than what we know now, and it's going to get bigger. So
Go ahead, Raisin.
Nah, go ahead. You got something? Go ahead.
No, I was about to say, do you think a boycott is coming soon? Like, do you think black players should boycott the NFL soon
You know, man,
if it keep going in this direction?
I don't think they will, honestly, because at the end of the day, I think that most guys gonna feel like they gotta eat, still gotta provide for their families. And honestly, I feel like we've had chances in the past to see certain guys take a stance, and they haven't. How many guys actually? I mean, a lot of people voice support for Colin Kaepernick, but how many other guys actually decide to say, "Well, we're gonna join you in the boycott"? I'm sitting out. You know what I'm saying? I want to. You know, let's just keep it real. Like, you know, money still trumps all, and I feel like that's going to always be the case as far as the NFL goes.
it's not going to be a boycott, but you're going to start to see a trend in free agency where players not going to want to go to well, they already don't want to go to Houston. So, but you're going to see a trend where they're only going to go to certain teams, and those teams will be where there are black coaches present. There's no way Byron Leftwich he turned down the Jags because it's like, dude, this is a crappy job. Like, I'm not going to have a head coaching job where I don't have a chance to win. You got Tim Bowles over there. Why does Eric Bieniemy not have a job yet? Matt Nagy gets a job, Eric Bieniemy doesn't. Think about that. And they already saying that they're going to make Matt Nagy the offensive coordinator if Eric Bieniemy gets a job. It's like, what? Like, y'all already got it set up for people of different colors who have a terrible rapport, and then black people with stellar rapport, they got they qualified, and some of them overqualified, and you won't even give them an opportunity. So that's what this is about, opportunity. And yes, the players want to voice their opinions about it, and why you think they don't let them? Because most of the players black. So yeah, I see a lot coming through this lawsuit. Anytime the commissioner comes out and has to speak 4 or 5 times and reiterate that, yes, we're not doing a good enough job, we got to do a better job, change is imminent.
Okay.
Are we going backwards, or are we going forward? African Americans in the NFL.
I don't know what you're doing.
Are we going? Are we heading in the right direction?
Get Phil Patterson in here. I need to see his tape. Can we get a Patterson in here?
Yeah, Phil, come get some of this for a minute. We got an open seat.
Please feel free
Come
to
get some
call
of this
in if you
sports
have
talk.
if you want to voice your opinion on the
Or
show
E- or
tonight.
EJ, come get
please
some of
call
this
in.
before
The
you
number
leave.
is
No,
on
we
the
at the
screen.
light skin quota.
Please come in. Please join us.
I'm about no
Please
more
call
light skin
in.
opinions.
Feel free to call before the Super Bowl start.
He want to talk
The
about
number is
LeBron.
312-798-9352. 312-798-9352. Come on, call in.
I got a real question for y'all, and it's about this game.
All right.
Everything is set up for the Rams to win. Y'all see this. They in L.A. They got, for the halftime show, they got all L.A.
Well, they did that on purpose.
Like,
We know.
this
We
is-
know.
these
I'm ready for it.
You got the Crip Walk. You got the Crip Walk King for the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Come on, the whole LA vibe, Dr. Dre. All right, you got all these guys: Jalen Ramsey, Von Miller, Matthew Stafford, Odell Beckham. All of them playing with even my man that used to be with us, with Leonard Floyd. All of them playing with a chip on their shoulders. Teams that didn't want them anymore. Everything is set up for the St. Louis Rams to win today. So my question is, if they do not win, who is going to take the biggest blame if the Rams don't win today? Who's going to get the biggest blame?
Sean McVay and Matt Stafford.
I was going to say Sean McVay.
Definitely Sean
Yep.
McVay.
Say,
This is
because
second time being there.
My thing is Sean McVay engineered the Matt Stafford trade for this moment. Because remember,
Well,
keep
let's
it
give
real.
him a round
Jared
of
Goff got
applause
them to the
because
Super Bowl.
you seen Jared Goff.
But
in
wait
the-
a minute. The Rams got to the Super Bowl with Jared Goff, and they went up against the GOAT. And it wasn't like it was a blowout.
I
They
mean,
didn't win.
the Bears got there with
You know what
Rex
I'm saying?
Grossman, so we know how that go.
But I'm saying that to say the only way you justify this move is for them to get to the Super Bowl now and win. So if they lose this game, blame Sean McVay. You know
Sean
what I'm
McVay.
saying?
What
I'm
you
going
say?
Sean McVay.
I'm gonna say Stafford. If they, because I got a feeling he's gonna throw too many picks.
So you so you taking the Bengals to win then?
I'm
you
taking
picking
the Bengals.
You picking
I
the
am.
Bengals? Fox,
I'm
who you
taking.
picking?
Listen, let
Oh,
me
we
put
doing
that out
picks?
there. Let me put that out there. I'm taking the Bengals. Originally, I was going for the Rams, but because of the fact I have Hayden Cousins in L.A., I'm switching.
Jimmy and
I don't-
Netta switched it up for
Jimmy and Netta.
Hey, somebody
They-
tagged
They
James
hated,
Wright.
they hated on Chicago
Jimmy
so
and Netta
much.
switched it up.
So now I'm going to Cincinnati, and I hope Cincinnati win. Although I think L.A. will win, I'm rooting for Cincinnati, for Joe Burrow. Cincinnati, they're going to do their thing tonight.
Yeah, personally, I'm torn. I like both teams.
I'm going for the Bengals. Go Burrow, baby. Let's go.
You
That's-
picking the Bengals.
I'm going for the Bengals, man. I want the Cinderella story.
Two Bengals. Two Bengals.
Two Bengals. That's
Nate.
Fox. Who you got, man?
As a betting man,
What's going on right here, y'all? Are they about to come in?
in the words of
we
Moret
about to
Brown
sign.
Clark, I know the odds are stacked against you. Even though it ain't over until they say it's over, it's no way. Honestly, I want to see Joe Burrow do it because I think he's baby Brady, and y'all know how much I love Brady, and Brady not being here is just it's tearing a hole in me tonight. But Joe Burrow doing it, man, and just being crowned the new Brady would just be what the NFL want, right? Yeah. So crush Burrow today. I want to see
Here they
the
come.
most sacks in Super Bowl history today. I want Joe Burrow to hit the pavement 17 times tonight. I want Aaron Donald, Lloyd, Miller. I I won't even Jalen Ramsey blitzing. Don't even stick Chase tonight. Just blitz the quarterback all night long. And I want this. Even though I don't think it'll be a blowout, because once you just let Joe Burrow throw because he's behind, they're gonna catch up at some point. I really think that LA is gonna dominate this game. I'm not saying they're gonna blow them out, but they're gonna dominate it. And it starts with that man right there, number 99. And look who's behind him.
I'm going to agree with Fox. I mean, I don't care. I'm a Bears fan. I don't really care who wins,
Right.
but if I were putting money on this, which I need to get my FanDuel lineup soon. I just think that front line, the Rams got. I think
defensive line is
I
crazy.
think they were put together for this moment. Much respect to Burrow. I mean, they came back and beat Tennessee after being sacked 9 times. I mean, Tannehill was an idiot. You come back against Kansas City on the road. I mean, you did the unthinkable already. I just think sometimes that tends to runs out. Cincinnati's a real young team. Much up to them. They might be dominating the AFC next few years, but I'm gonna pick the Rams to win this game. So
one more pick.
We gotta get ready to get out of here, y'all.
What's your
because
MVP
it's getting
pick?
ready
We
to
gotta
start.
do an MVP pick. You picked your team.
You know what? I'm gonna go Aaron Donald, MVP. I think if they win this game, it's because of the defensive line. I'm going Aaron Donald.
Burrow, baby,
Burrow. Burrow.
Okay.
All right, before we end it, do y'all think Snoop is going to be
I'm
regular
with him.
tonight, or y'all think
I was about to say-
y'all think he got some extra stuff
'Cause
going on before he come on the
we
set?
might not come back
ain't
halftime
gonna-
this
the
time. 'Cause
halftime
we
show.
got to
We
see the
got the
halftime
halftime
show.
show.
I'm
We
saying, do
gotta
y'all,
see this
do y'all think
halftime
he's
show.
gonna be? Do y'all think Snoop is gonna be all right, or do y'all think Snoop is gonna be all right?
Man, this is Super Bowl. They about to get it in.
I
bro.
think everybody gonna be slamming for this halftime
What's
show.
going on?
Yeah, they about
That's
to
what
get
I
it in.
They trying to get to the food before us.
Oh yeah, he gotta go to.
Sean smelling chili dogs.
Hey, I'm definitely.
He like, we
smelling-
gotta end this show.
Like we gotta end. I'm starving. I'm hungry
definitely
now.
smelling what the Rock's been
Hey,
cooking.
Sam is in the building, a fantasy football champion. Why
I
don't
know,
you come
right?
over
Hey,
here on
we
my
need-
mic?
we need to
Come
get
on
his
over here.
lineup, dog.
Give us
Let's
some of
go.
your
We need to
picks.
get his lineup real quick.
Hey, Pastor
FanDuel.
Razor, do you got a baptism pool? We need to dip Sam.
getting ready to
So
get
we
up.
just-
Did Phil win a chip this year?
I'm getting ready to get up.
Phil was in the chip.
Oh, you know, I think everybody.
Phil
I think,
was in the
I think
chip.
I was fantasy king this year.
Shut up, Leonard.
Yeah,
Getting ready to get up.
I won Fox League, so I'm cool. I got.
Oh yeah,
Phil
I
win my
got,
league.
we got Phil here. I won his league. We got Sam here. I won one. I'm gonna just go ahead and just tip my hat.
Shout out to
Sam, come over here, give me a pick, man. Real
shout out
quick.
to the producer of the show, Pastor Henry Razor.
Yep.
You got the
Shout out.
Bengals.
Pops did it again.
Joe
All right,
Burrow MVP.
I'm not about to join y'all anymore tonight. It's
Yeah,
time to eat.
we like I said, we gonna catch this halftime show this year.
yeah.
So
You know what?
Here we go.
Change of plans.
Baby
I'm
Burrow,
out.
baby.
I just saw Burrow's face.
you picking Burrow?
I'm going with the Bengals.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm 3-1 here. I'm by myself.
He don't have any pressure on him.
I'm picking the Rams to win.
I think the Rams gonna win, but
I'm sorry,
going
man.
For the
I'm going for the
Bengals.
Bengals.
Going
I
for the
just
Bengals.
saw the look in his eye, and it reminded me of Tom Brady. That dude is a winner.
All right.
He
All
looks
right.
like a winner.
There you have it. 3-1. We're gonna see what happens.
Bengals by
Go
4.5.
Bengals, baby. Go Bengals.
We might come back at the end or something briefly. I don't know, but halftime we gonna be dialed in. So
This is brought
we'll,
to you by
we'll check it out.
Kojic Sportsbook.
We need to start that church sports book. You know?
I'm gonna have to talk. I don't know why the church don't have a sports book. Y'all
Well, you
better
know,
get,
they
y'all
say
better
that-
get in tune.
They say betting is a sin, right? Isn't that the belief?
I know we
They say
we
and the
get out of
Bible
church
say
and
it's
then
two
go on
different things.
FanDuel. We might as well create our own little network.
Might
you
as
know?
well. You know.
It's sports betting. It ain't the same.
Yep. All right, y'all. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. We about to go ahead and sign off. Let's get in this game. Enjoy.
Thank
we'll
you,
see y'all
Dr.
later.
Razor set all
Oh,
this
yeah.
up. Y'all give
Thank you, Dr. Razor.
some love every year. And he got a new big screen TV this year. This is nice.
Hey, man, Sean just got on up to get his play.
Sean
He
is
ain't
in
on the
line. I
first
wish we
show,
had a
huh?
camera in the food line.
Skip y'all.
He left the show. See, this is why he couldn't work for ESPN. This is why Brian Flores is having a problem right here. It's Black History Month. You did not punch out. The Bishop Prince. The Bishop of Bacon. We got
The Bishop of Barbecue Sauce.
Arch Bacon.
Sweet Baby Ray's.
All right, y'all. Peace. We'll holla.
Hit the road in Skechers.
New Spicy Lovers Pizza from Pizza Hut. Hurts.